The family of a 13-year-old girl who was declared brain dead after a routine tonsillectomy can now move her to a new facility. The hospital wants to disconnect her from a ventilator that's kept her heart pumping for almost a month now. Mike Drolet reports.
3 weeks into the battle over the fate of Jahi McMath, it's become a fight over what doctors say they know versus what a mother believes. But finally, a compromise of sorts. A judge ruling the 13-year-old can be moved to another facility, but her mother has to assume full responsibility.
We know how to get from here to where we want to be, which is Jahi in another place where she's receiving care.
The case has managed to attract international attention. After a tonsillectomy, Jahi began bleeding profusely and went into cardiac arrest. A few days later, on December 12th, doctors declared her dead, yet the family refused to remove her from the ventilator.
Personally, it's horrible that this child has died. It's also horrible that it's so difficult for her family to accept that death.
She's definitely showing me improvements. If I felt that my child was suffering in any type of way, I would not keep her on that machine. I would not. I love her that much that I would let her go.
What happens next is uncertain. Jahi's family still has to find a medical team to carry out the transfer and a facility to take her. And all that has to be done by 5 p.m. Tuesday, when a court injunction keeping her on the ventilator expires. Jahi's story has led to protest and fueled the debate on right to live. The family of Terry Schiavo, who died in 2005 after being on a feeding tube for a decade, recently joined the fight. They write, Jahi's case is representative of a very deep problem within the U.S. healthcare system, particularly within the confines of hospital corporations, which have a vested financial interest in discontinuing life.
I wish, and I constantly think, that wouldn't it be great if they were able to come to terms with the terrible, tragic event and that I didn't have to stand here in front of you all time after time.
There's no question the emotional impact of Jahi's story has been fierce. Now, with a tentative deal in place, all involved are hoping to avoid another politically charged court date. Mike Drolet, Global News.